Shout out that boy Dolph Ziggler.
Nick Nimitz. Yeah, man.
Y'all don't want to know why I'm shouting Dolph Ziggler out, but nonetheless.
Man, what video we got for you?
We got a What Went Wrong, man. Well, this is episode 3 of What Went Wrong. Actually, we did episode 2 like a month ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but like I said before, we opened it off to conclude the birthday week of Morrow again. Wish him a happy 24th.
Every video.
For this spree of videos, it's the birthday week of Morrow.
Yes, sir. So,
No, bro. Certain people didn't really like these What Went Wrong vids.
Certain people never said they didn't like it. I just figured, give it some time.
I never dropped no names, Jason. But since you put it out there.
No, I tried not to, and then I slipped. I'm not against it, but I just didn't want to be doing it every week where it got stale. That's all. I want to keep different topics going.
But they give you content though every week. Just talking about a certain wrestler. It's a lot of wrestlers that had it, but didn't make it. Your boy Mason Ryan. He had a look though. He had a personality, but he never
said that was my boy. I never said that. No. But nonetheless, this is the career retrospective of
Batista, bro.
This is the career retrospective of what went wrong with John Morrison.
Like Jomo. He went crazy in the boxing ring recently.
This man living it up outside, doing what he's doing, was Johnny Impact, won the Impact World Title.
Johnny Ace.
Johnny Mundo. Wait, no,
Johnny Elite.
That's John Laurinaitis.
Johnny Elite. He's been everywhere.
I remember when he was in Lucha Underground.
Johnny Mundo, right?
Yeah.
But alright, just like what we do in every career retrospective, alright, give us the career of John Morrison.
Well, I mean...
Because every video we do, you break down the whole career easy and then we just go off of it.
I mean, we know his early career. He had, tag team, him and Joey Mercury, Eminem, Melina. That's really how he started out, though, with the tag team thing. They was tag team champions, They was going crazy. And then, I feel like once he broke off, he went to ECW. That was when he started to showcase his ability. And he became ECW champion, He beat CM Punk for it as the Night of Champions in 07, which was supposed to be Chris Benoit match, but obviously we don't know what happened. So, Johnny Nitro beat CM Punk for the ECW title. He had a decent little run with the ECW title, so I can't remember who beat him for, but nonetheless, after his ECW run and all that, he got sent to SmackDown. He was coming up. He dubbed himself the Friday Night Delight. He was killing. He had the look.
I thought Cena called himself the Friday Night Delight.
What?
Oh, man, I thought I'm my tripping.
Cena? Bro, stop it.
I'm dead serious, bro.
No, John Morrison called himself that.
Again. Go crazy.
But nah, he had a little slight single success early in his career. I personally thought he was gonna be bigger than the Miz. That's just me, because I felt like, obviously him and Miz was probably what they call themselves, the greatest tag team in the 21st century.
The dirt sheet was crazy. The dirt sheet kind of...
They went crazy. They won the tag team titles in 2021 too.
Damn, they did? That was unmemorable.
They won the tag titles. The SmackDowns.
Yeah, and then
they reunited.
Yeah, and I remember at...
that was actually 2020, because remember WrestleMania in the Performance Center?
They were tag team champions in that?
And they had one of each party defend the titles.
Right, they were the champions in that?
Yeah, they were the champions, and they retained. So, but...
That was going about him and Miz's single. Hey.
That was terrible. But nonetheless, man, Jomo had a good run, man. A decent little run. He got his first world title shot against Miz in 2011, the first Raw in 2011. But John Morrison was just one of the ones who looked at him and was like, he got everything you need to be a main event player, but what he missing, And you would always say it was because of the Batista incident where he took Melina from him, and Vince thought he was soft or he wasn't like that, so he didn't push him because of that. I don't know.
But you could see Vince doing something like that.
I feel like he had to have some heat backstage, because ain't no way you got all the ability in the world, but you can't get. You know, he was over. He was over. The crowd was cheering for him. Great performances in the Elimination Chamber against Sheamus.
Oh, bro.
But it's like, you know, he never could really
Put it
get
all
on that
together.
extra hump. And then his last match at WrestleMania was a bogus match.
Oh, Snooki, you heard?
Snooki and him and Snooki versus Lay Cool and Dolph Ziggler or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Snooki
Trish.
and Trish.
Trish.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you, Trish. Thank you.
Oh, bro, thank you, Trish, for that match.
Thank you to the GOAT.
I still want her to.
Don't say
No.
She's 48. It's over.
But nonetheless, John Morrison got his first world title win, if I remember correctly, at Bound for Glory against Austin Aries, the Impact World.
Yeah, I think Impact put their title on anybody. Everybody was world champion. Eric Young was world champion down there at one point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
EY was decent though, but come on, man. Like, look who the champion now.
Who's the champion?
Alex
now?
Shelley.
That's the tag team, bro.
Exactly. The Motor City Machine Gun.
And Chris Sabin.
And Chris Sabin, the X Division champion. They both
They put
hold
their
it.
title on Kenny Omega.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but Kenny a real, you know, superstar though. But Alex
Yeah,
Shelley
okay.
is a tag team competitor, bro. And now him and his mans both holding singles titles. It's a great moment for TNA history. But nonetheless, yeah, man, John Morrison went around the world, went to Lucha Underground, went crazy. Then he came back to WWE.
Bro, he was just in Miz locker room.
Like you brought him back just to put him back with Miz. I would have brought him back at the Rumble up a surprise entrance. Johnny Trip shooting water guns at people.
Like he was like, and then
He
they
was
gave
goofy.
him.
He was goofy.
They gave him like he was like a dumb character.
That wasn't even back in the
Well,
day. He
him and
wasn't.
Miz,
even
they
like-
always made him goofy.
But no, it was worse. It was like they was just like some comedy heel. They were just heels. Like
right, like
this, it was like.
And John Morrison was a straight goofy.
Yeah, he was like yeah.
Like Miz won the WWE Championship in 2021 or 2020, one of them.
Whichever way, 2021.
He held the title for 8 days, so it don't matter. But he won the WWE Championship that late in his career, and Jomo was just his lackey, his sidekick. So I'm gonna say this: what's the question? What went wrong? I'm gonna say what I feel like went wrong with John Morrison. I just feel like he wasn't that passionate about it for real, because he left WWE in 2011 when he was really like at that, he was in his prime.
Yeah.
He felt like, you know, all right, maybe if I leave WWE, I'll have more success. That was 2011. I just felt like he wasn't that passionate about, you know, like he wasn't going nowhere for real. And normally when a superstar see, okay, I'm not really going nowhere, I'm gonna just leave. You know, we did Wade Barrett what went wrong. He asked for his release in 2016. He wanted to do movies and act, but he asked for his release because he knew he wasn't really going nowhere.
Bro.
When a wrestler asks for a release, come on, you know, they feeling just like it's nowhere to go from there. So I feel like what went wrong was, I feel like his passion ran out, bro. Like he just was like, you know, it's nothing happening for me. The Melina situation, I don't think that's the main reason why he didn't get pushed.
That's just a rumor.
Yeah, and then we don't know if he had heat or nothing backstage either. So.
Yeah, but when you look at John Morrison, even when he was in Eminem, when he was Johnny Nitro, like you kind of see
the best version of him to me.
you could see like, all right, this dude kind of stand out like out of them. Like
Yeah, Joey Mercury was a joke.
I wouldn't say Joey Mercury was a joke. Joey Mercury was like, but I feel like he had
J
it.
Security.
He know I liked his moves. It was exciting. I thought he cut a good promo. I thought he was underrated. Like his mic skills are very underrated. Like when he was serious, when he was the Shaman, the Sexy, and ECW and all that. Like
Yeah, man, he made a solid. You know, he was an athletic superstar. He was good in the ring. He could cut a good promo too. It was decent.
and I feel like he was a
He
good
wasn't all
heel.
that, but he could cut a good.
I feel like he was a good heel, and I felt like he could have been a decent babyface too.
For me, I think it's just going to come down to ultimately what I feel like happens to a lot of wrestlers. I think it was, at least in my opinion, booking, because we already know in Vince's mind who the type of wrestler he sees as a world champion, and then the types of wrestlers he sees as like mid-carders or tag champs. I don't think don't get me wrong, John Morrison had a good career in WWE and outside of it, but I don't think Vince ever took him seriously enough to the point where he saw him as a world champion. He saw Miz, which was actually kind of shocking to me. But not John Morrison.
Miz, I think the difference with what Miz went through, being put out the locker room, then cutting that
because
promo
they didn't
backstage.
want him there to begin with. Because he was from
they ain't
Hollywood.
like him. Yeah, he was like you a
You from
TV
MTV.
person. Like what you? And then he coming in, and he a young dude. You in the locker room eating chicken. You wasted chicken. That's petty. But you a young dude. But I think with Miz, when he cut that promo backstage in 2009, when he was the U.S. champion, that was a start. The man held 3 championships in 2010. He unified tag titles in the United States title. He was Money in the Bank. And they put Miz peaked way before his time. He held so many championships early in his career. It's like now all we see Miz every week, he just get beat up on his own show. Or he just jobbed out, or he put over somebody. But Miz really was like at one point Miz was a standard bearer for Monday Night Raw. Like he was that man. He was the WWE champion.
Oh, bro.
And I think the character helped him out more than John Morrison. See, Joe Mo didn't have a real character. He was just fun to watch, athletic. Miz had a gimmick. Miz, people hated Miz. Like literally, when he won the championship, that little girl was angry. For real.
Angry Miz girl.
Like, and that's what was the difference. Plus, Miz was a much better promo cutter than Joe Mo.
Top tier.
And I just feel like, Miz was one of them ones who, he just worked so hard, bro, to become how he was. And now, 15 plus years in, man, he's still jobbing out, but he a top star, man. Miz one of them top level star. I think me personally, Jomo was better. But
Well, he still got his flowers somewhere else. So at the end,
I mean, yeah, and then plus
his career wasn't a total loss.
yeah, he still had a successful career though. He was the Intercontinental. He was IC champion, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won that. He won a couple of tag titles. He competed in a lot of great matches. So I mean, ECW champion. Obviously, that was like the lower tier championship between Raw and SmackDown.
Come on, bro.
But if you was on ECW, that's their world title, so he was world champion. But yeah, man, John Morrison just couldn't get over the hump, bro. And I feel like, people like him, they go away, you reinvent. Look at Cody, went away. Cody couldn't get over the hump in the beginning.
Come on, bro.
He was tag team champion with DiBiase back in the day.
I
He
see.
was IC champion. He had the dashing Cody Rhodes, the undashing Cody Rhodes.
Stardust.
Obviously. And
Rhodes
then
Scholar, Cody Rhodes.
that was terrible.
With the mustache.
That was terrible. And then he left and he reinvented himself. Went to Ring of Honor, won their title. Then one of the co-founders of AEW, making them a company. And then now he back home.
One of the big people that helped make the All In show happen.
Exactly. Look at Drew McIntyre. That's another example.
He bulked up.
Like the man's was a straight kid. It's like Boys to Men, New Edition type thing. Drew went from a boy to a man. That don't even look like Drew from 2010.
That's not the same person.
So like,
Sometimes going away from the company and come back
Yeah.
as positive.
but Jomo, it didn't work out for him. He came back and still didn't do much. Yeah, him and Miz won the tag titles, but they made him a goofy. And then he got released a second time. Now it's over. So it's like, man, Jomo just couldn't get the job done, man. As far as main event level status, but he had a successful, decent career.
Yeah. I mean, he still did more stuff than a lot.
Yeah, he was, he had some great moments too. I think about the match where Mercury got his face shattered. With the Hardys and that tag team match.
Think about the moonsault. He had the ladder at like WrestleMania 24. He had the ladder. He did the moonsault with it.
Yeah.
Landed on everybody.
His performance inside the chamber. It reminded me of Montez Ford. Remember he went to the top?
That's crazy.
That's really what that was. That was like the same type of thing, you know. So, you know, and I think they use Jomo for the same way they use Tez. They use him for them high profile matches for excitement, you know. Like, you know they not winning, but they gonna have a moment. And that's what John Morrison was. He was about moments, you know, so. But yeah, man.
But that's our career retrospect of John Morrison of what went wrong.
Yeah, man, we got a lot more superstars coming up, man. We got Mr. Kennedy on the list. He was another one who had all the talent in the world. But we know what went wrong with him. We're going to speak on that in another vid.
Long story short, before we start spoiling stuff, we got a lot in store for you guys, so keep out for that. We're on the road to 300 subs by August 5th, SummerSlam, Detroit, Michigan. We're wrapping it up again. Birthday week of Morrow. Happy 24th birthday.
Gratitude, man. We rock with y'all, man. We coming hard. No more hiatus for a minute.
We coming hard,
we
baby.
We finna just keep staying consistent and drop vids until we see what we need to see, man. But
And then if worse comes to worse, if some of us are going to... Actually, no. Next time I actually go out of town to Las Vegas to go to Double or Nothing, they're actually coming with me.
Man,
So we'll have content out there as well.
We're going to record out there, man. We might have a little, you know, we might have a couple of females with us in the vids. Just, you know, observing.
But anywho, look out for that. Because actually,
doing more than observe.
because actually, one new thing, and comment down below if you agree with it, one big thing we agreed on doing when we go out there.
Girl ain't watching this vid. Man, if I say we going to have female. That's going to be
I'll
hard.
settle that if it comes down to it. But one thing we really plan on doing, this is a big thing going into next year that we wanted to try out, is while we're down there, we were going to kind of do a vlog style of while we were down there.
Yeah, man.
Whether it's highlights from the vacation, us at Double or Nothing, or even meeting some of you guys having fan
And we
meets.
really going. So get ready next year, next May.
Yeah, we're on Memorial Day weekend. The heavy hitters are going to Las Vegas for Double or Nothing.
So get ready, y'all. But yeah, man. Until the next vid, I'm your boy, Morrow.
I'm your boy, Amity.
The pod, get it out, Jay, and I'm out.